Nation.
Well, good morning, Oklahoma. I'm Katie Blakey.
I'm Dan Thomas. Thanks for waking up with us. Waking up to another good morning out there. Feels great outside right now.
This weekend could not have been better, especially for the two home games for OU and OSU. But Steve says it's going to warm up just a little bit more today. On his whereabouts, call authorities.
Well, police evacuated a neighborhood after they say a man fired his AK-47 in his home with children inside. Those shots led to a standoff in southwest Oklahoma City. You see the standoff as it was happening right there. The man held the children for hostage for about an hour, according to police. He's now locked up in the Oklahoma County Jail. However, yesterday an entire neighborhood was on edge.
It's scary. Go in the house.
Police not releasing that suspect's name. They plan to charge him, though, with discharging a firearm and possession of a firearm after a felony conviction, and they tell us that he did have outstanding warrants in Cleveland and Oklahoma counties.
This morning, police across the in custody.
And Oklahoma City police still looking for the shooter this morning after a man was gunned down near I-40 in Meridian. First told you about this one yesterday morning. Shooting happened at the Route 66 Inn. Right now, officers do not have any suspects.
And him has been arrested.
Well, the state of Oklahoma says the ACLU does not have the right to sue over the Ten Commandments monument. The American Civil Liberties Union of Oklahoma filed the suit last month on behalf of 4 individuals. Now, they want that monument removed from the state capitol because there are no other monuments around it, and they say that means that the state is endorsing a religious message. State leaders, though, say that monument, just the first in a series. They're trying to convince a judge that the ACLU is not the proper party to bring that suit.
8:02, time now for another look at weather. You know, I have to confess, it felt a little bit like fall yesterday. I went out and I bought Halloween decorations. And now the sun and the heat are back again today.
It is never too early for you.
No, I love Halloween.
And this is not the first time that she's bought decorations this year.
I did not put them out. I just said I bought some, you know? Okay.
Yeah, it is feeling like fall, though. It's still officially summer, though, so I'm wondering if the heat's going to make a comeback here. Steve Carano's tracking it for us. Steve?
Well, what's crazy about that is 1 week. Guys, back over to you.
All right, looking forward to it. Thanks, Steve. Well, we're still learning the magnitude of all that devastation in Colorado due to flooding. At least 4 people have been killed. Hundreds of others still unaccounted for. Thousands of people unable to return to their homes.
The images from there are just incredible. For those that can go back to their homes, the damage is stunning. Megan Fitzgerald has the latest. Just incredible. So sad to hear those stories coming out of Colorado. But we can tell you some Oklahomans are headed there to lend a hand. The Red Cross is sending 5 volunteers to assist with relief efforts. The volunteers are from Norman, Duncan, and Enid. The crews will also take 2 emergency response vehicles to help feed those affected by the flooding.
You can always count on Oklahomans to help out. Well, a temporary hospital building is slated to be open this year in Moore. That's after the old hospital was destroyed by the May 20th tornado. Now, according to the Norman transcript, the facility is expected to be open late November or early December.
And here's a story that puts a smile on your face. A Thunder star sharing his talent with the next generation and raising some cash for tornado victims at the same time.
Yeah, we're talking about Tavo Cephalosha. Held a clinic yesterday at Edmond Santa Fe High School. $10 out of each registration fee went to Habitat for Humanity with help on the construction of homes destroyed during the May tornadoes. 2 families affected were chosen. They got $2,500 apiece to help with their tornado recovery efforts.
A big congrats to our traffic anchor Rachel Calderon, who's at Peak Energy Arena.
And speaking of concerts, Jay-Z, you can still get tickets for it. His performance set for December 18th. Now, last check, just a handful were left on Ticketmaster. So if you want one, you probably ought to get it pretty soon.
Well, all eyes tonight will be on the Miss America pageant and looking for our own Miss Oklahoma to take home the crown.
Yeah, we're talking about Kelsey Griswold. She's Miss Oklahoma. She's an Oklahoma City University senior, and she is the front runner for the Miss America contest. She already won a preliminary swimsuit competition and is projected to win it all tonight. Watch party set up for the senior at OCU. You can also catch all the action right here on KOCO 5. Looking forward to that.
And we're not condoning it, but she does have the Vegas odds in her favor.
Yeah.
13-2,
Yeah,
they are
amazing.
calling that she will win. So
Yeah.
fingers crossed, Kelsey. Well, up next, we have to talk about what's going on with Syria and agreement concerning Syria's chemical weapons.
Coming up, we'll tell you who the White House plans to speak to next on that issue.
Continues.
Welcome back. Time now 8:13. President Barack Obama is welcoming, he says, an agreement to secure and destroy Syria's chemical weapons.
Meanwhile, Secretary of State John Kerry is taking the recent deal on Syria on the road this morning. He's set to brief Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu in Israel today.
Well, that agreement not being well received by Republican John McCain. He says Syrian President Bashar Assad will just use the time that it gives him to delay and deceive the world. And he also said that he believes that Iran's quest for nuclear weapons will become reality.
And make sure to keep it right here on KOCO 5, coming up right after this broadcast at 9 o'clock.
All right, big issue in this forecast is we've got some rain in it. Some parts of the state are already seeing a few showers this morning.
They're seeing a sprinkle or two. That's about it. I'm going to show you who the lucky folks are. But most of your church and Sunday school or fair plans here today are going to be A-OK. Can you find it? Can you find that little dink of a shower? The only game in town? It is right about here, and it's right on I-40. We're going to zoom in here and get a closer gander at it. And it's, like I said, right on I-40 east of Clinton, moving into Weatherford. Hang on, Weatherford. You got a couple sprinkles going to come out of the sky here, and it's going to be good. I hope you enjoy it, because that's it. That's all we got out there right now. I wish I had a little bit of that. Headlines here today. Warmer today. 90s return back into our forecast. 86 was our high yesterday. It's going to be back to 91 again today. So that's, 6 degrees warmer than what we should be seeing. Two fronts with good chances for rain on the 7-day. One of those comes in as early as tonight and definitely as we get into Friday. And fall starts. The fall equinox, the autumnal equinox, starts 1 week from today, 3:44 p.m. local time. So we'll be talking about fall this time next week. 69 Oklahoma City, mostly cloudy skies. South-southeast winds around 10 miles per hour. Temperatures around the state, 68 in T-Town, up near Tulsa, 69 in Stillwater, 69 officially here at the airport, 64 in Ada, 68 in Norman, 67 in Okarche, 66 in Blanchard, and 62 in Tecumseh. That's very nice. Hurricane Ingrid right now. 85 mile per hour sustained winds moving northwest at 7 miles per hour. We thought she would make category 1, but kind of surprised to see that she may try to make category 2. It's on the forecast here. Make category 2, then come into the portions of Mexico here. We're not going to see any effects from Ingrid really here for Oklahoma. Could see a lot of high surf and, of course, rain for Brownsville, McAllen, Texas, but starting to wind on down by Wednesday as she moves into the heart of Mexico and gets shredded apart. So Sunday night, tonight's front comes in tonight by 6 p.m. The cold front will be, right now it's up in Kansas, and it's going to make its way towards northern Oklahoma, and by 2 o'clock tomorrow morning, it'll be pretty close to the metro, and it's going to kind of stall out for the most part. It may not push too far to the south. Here's this morning's predictor here. We're going to put this in motion. You can see a lot of predictor here does by this evening. Chances of rain are slim, but they're still up there along the cold front. And then tomorrow, opportunities for more rain throughout the day on your Monday. With that front kind of in the area, we can have about a 40 to 60% chance of rain, depending on where you live here in the state. 91 for Oklahoma City today, 90 for Baldwinsville, 95 along the Red River for Altus over towards Durant. Southeast winds around 5 to 10 miles per hour. Another front comes in on Friday. This looks like it may be a little stronger one. It will arrive with some storm chances and be lined up across northern Oklahoma for Friday afternoon and evening. So another opportunity. Here's our chances for today. None. I've got us dry today, 91, 69 tonight for the overnight low, 88 for the daytime high on Monday. Chances of rain. We'll go moderate here with that front in the area. 30% chance of rain on Tuesday. The Wednesday, Thursday opportunities, 20% chance or less, and temperatures approaching 90. Wouldn't be surprised if they make 90, but I'll keep it in the upper 80s. 84 on Friday, and the chance of rain there, 40% with that next front, and that continues until Saturday with 85 and only a slim chance of rain. That's what it looks like, everyone. Hope you enjoy your Sunday. You get to the State Fair if you want to today. It looks like it'll be a great one. Have a great one.
Okay, thank you, Steve. Looking good with some of that rain in the forecast, too.
We need it.
Well, what is Saturday for Oklahoma football, unless you were the Tulsa Golden Hurricanes?
That's right, yeah. They had a few problems there in Norman. We'll have the full recap coming up just after this.
And Miami Heat star LeBron James has a new title this morning. We'll talk about that, what he was doing in San Diego. It's 8:18. Keep it here.
A live look outside. Look at that. Postcard perfect out there, Oklahoma City. Looking good. 71 degrees. Steve Carano will be in with how much rain we can expect later on today. Right now, looking fantastic. You're watching KOCO 5 News in the morning. Stick with us.
Guys, we'll send it back to you.
All right, thanks, guys. We're following some breaking news coming out of Midwest City. Police there investigating a body found in a creek behind a house.
Yeah, this is along Southeast 29th there. We have a crew on the way. Chris Lee, photojournalist, going there, and we'll let you know what he finds out once he gets to the scene.
Well, first, let's get a check of the weather here. Steve Carano's been tracking it for us. A beautiful day yesterday. Just perfect weather for tailgating out there. A lot of people out enjoying the state fair, too. The question is, we do have rain in the forecast, so how's that going to affect everybody's plans?
Of course, there is rain in the forecast, Steve, because it's the first full week of the fair.
Exactly. A few minutes. Back over to you guys.
Okay, thank you, Steve. Well, Miami Heat star LeBron James has a new title this morning, the role of husband. Friends say James married his longtime girlfriend yesterday in San Diego. They say it was a very small, private wedding with just close friends and family. Surprising he doesn't do a decision-like announcement for his marriage, but he does when he decides he's going to go to Miami.
I think once the girlfriend saw how the last decision announcement went, she probably said, no, we're not doing it that way.
Keep it low-key, small, quiet, and private.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, Oklahoma City Thunder's Thabo Sefolosha doing some things to help out more this morning.
Coming up, we'll tell you how a basketball camp raised some serious cash for the tornado-stricken town.
And Miss Oklahoma, a front runner to become Miss America today. We'll tell you why she's favored to win that competition. Right now in the morning, 3 separate homicides. Had authorities busy yesterday. How one happened right before kickoff near campus in Norman.
And a temporary hospital and more following the May tornado, when this one is expected to open.
And residents in Colorado still struggling after more rain fell yesterday, flooding in even more areas. How many people, officials say, are still missing? Your news starts right now.
Live, local, late breaking. This is KOCO 5 News in the morning in high definition.
Good morning, Oklahoma. I'm Dan Thomas.
And I'm Katie Blakey. Thanks for starting your day with us. It is 8:31. We're going to have a look at your forecast coming up in a few moments with Steve Carano. But first, we have some breaking news that we're following this morning in Midwest City.
Yeah, authorities there confirm that they are investigating a body found in a creek behind a house. We do have a crew on the way. Hope to learn more information about that in just a moment. Right now, there is still a silver alert in effect. Authorities are searching for a Norman man. Family members say the man you see right here, take a good look at your screen. That's W.D. Dub McIntosh. He left his home yesterday evening on foot, never came back. 86-year-old was last seen wearing a white t-shirt, blue pants, and brown shoes. Family members say that he does suffer from dementia. Norman PD searched for 4 hours for the man before issuing that silver alert. If you have any information on Mr. McIntosh's whereabouts, call authorities.
This morning, police are looking for leads in 3 suspects in the case.
And Oklahoma City police still looking for that shooter, for the man that was gunned down near I-40 and Meridian. First told you about that yesterday morning. Shooting happened at the Route 66 Inn. Right now, officers do not have any suspects. And Midwest City police are also investigating a homicide this morning. This one happened near Post Road and Caton Place. Police say they got a call of a shooting yesterday morning. Officers say when they arrived, they found one person dead. Now, at this time, authorities are not releasing the identity of that victim.
Well, we take you now to Colorado, where F4.
Wow, just amazing video there. Well, a team of Oklahomans, they're headed up there to help out in Colorado. Red Cross sending 5 volunteers to assist with the relief efforts. Volunteers are from Norman, Duncan, and Eden. The crews will take 2 emergency response vehicles to help feed those affected by the flooding.
You know, Colorado cannot catch a break. It just seems they just get one round of rain after the other.
And they were just dealing with wildfires as well. All things considered, we've had it pretty good over the last month. Did have a dry out, though. Looks like that's about to come to an end, though, right, Steve?
Yeah, well, hopefully we're going to we'll share that with you here in a few minutes.
Okay, thank you, Steve. Well, a man fires an AK-47 in his own home with children inside.
And several homes in the southwest Oklahoma City neighborhood had to be evacuated while police negotiated with that man. KOCO's Kim Passoff has more.
We thought it was a crash.
14-year-olds say he had outstanding warrants in Cleveland and Oklahoma County.
Well, a temporary hospital building is slated to open this year in Moore. That's after the hospital was destroyed on the May 20th tornado. According to the Norman transcript, that new facility expected to be open in late November or early December.
And Thunder Star is sharing his talent with the next generation and raising some money to help people affected by the tornadoes.
Yeah, talking about Tabo Cephalosha held a clinic yesterday for youngsters at Santa Fe High School. $10 out of each registration went to Habitat for Humanity to help out on the construction of homes destroyed during the May tornadoes. Two families who were affected by the twisters got $2,500 apiece to help with their rebuilding efforts.
Well, ladies, mark your Chesapeake Energy Arena.
And tickets still on sale for Jay-Z's concert at the Chesapeake Arena. His performance set for December 18th. He hasn't sold out, though. Still a few tickets left on Ticketmaster. We're talking about very few. 9 at last check. The website's still up, though. If you want to go get some from Ticketmaster, you better do it probably pretty soon. And Miss Oklahoma could be crowned Miss America. It could happen just in a matter of hours.
That's right. I'm sure she's waking up pretty nervous and excited. Kelsey Griswold is 5, and I saw she got some tweets by Kristen Chenoweth was supporting her, and they were tweeting back and forth. So she was cheering for an Oklahoma girl.
Good deal.
Okay, well, up next, we have to talk about this. A ride reopened after a deadly accident.
Yeah, talking about the Texas Giant. Why this time around, not everyone's going to be allowed to ride. Well, Six Flags has reopened the Texas Giant roller coaster for the first time since a woman fell to her death back in July. Now, park officials say the ride now has been redesigned with extra safety features. Six Flags also has a new caution warning for people. Thrill seekers are going to be told that this ride may not accommodate guests with, quote, unique body shapes or sizes.
7 people had code violations.
Well, authorities are investigating what caused a Greyhound bus to overturn in an Ohio cornfield. Take a look at the pictures here. Really amazing stuff. We reported it first yesterday morning. A bus headed to Detroit from Cincinnati. Of the 52 people on board, 34 had to be taken to the hospital. No one was killed. The Greyhound company says the bus had just passed an annual inspection. The driver has been with the company for 15 years. He had been on duty for just 1 hour before that crash.
Well, coming up next, an investigation into what caused a Greyhound bus to crash. We'll
tell you even more about it coming up, what authorities are still learning this morning. And KOCO headed out on, Steve Carano, take it away.
Hey, I'm going to tell you that it's going to be a hot day today. Temperature's going to be in the 90s. We were in the middle 80s yesterday. It was good for tailgate, but today may be good for the state fair. We'll tell you about our chances of rain, too, coming up at the break. Now over to you, Dan.
All right, I'll take it from here, Steve. And I hope the weather holds out because we're headed out on the road. We want you to join us and help us salute our service members. We're getting lots of patriotic pictures from you out there. Take a look at this one. Cutie there, patriotic, very cute. Easy to share yours too if you want to get your little one up on our website. Just go to the You Local section on KOCO.com. We'll be right back.
Breaking news for you this morning, 8:46, taking a live look at the scene. Our photojournalist Chris Lee on the scene where a body has been found in a creek in Midwest City.
Yeah, authorities still investigating that situation right now. This is in the 6100 block of Southeast 29th Street, just north of the Tinker Golf Course. Authorities there on the scene, not sure if any foul play is suspected at this moment, but we do have a crew on the scene. We'll bring you more details as soon as we have. All right, time to get a look at weather. Steve Carano has been tracking our chances for rain this morning. Looks like we're still in the clear, though, for church and Sunday school. Huh?
Yeah, we are. Church Sunday school is going to be just fun. Alert forecast.
Okay, thanks, Steve. I think we can handle that one.
Yeah.
Well, one Kentucky high school's homecoming queen is giving inspiration to her entire community.
She's living with Down syndrome. She's also fighting leukemia. Natasha Williams reports.
Whole community.
That was Natasha Williams reporting. We'll be right back.
Welcome back. Before you head out the door this morning, I want to get you caught up with all the top stories of the morning, including some breaking news that we're following out of Midwest City. Take a live look here from the scene. This is at Southeast 29th Street. Authorities confirm they did find a body in a creek bed just off of the roadway there, apparently behind a home.
That's right, like Dan said, that's at Southeast 29th Street, close to Sooner Road. This is right by the golf course, right on the Midwest City, Del City line. You can see police there investigating. We're going to be following this story for you throughout the day, so make sure you get the latest on KOCO.com. Also this morning, a silver alert issued as authorities call police.
And we take you to Colorado right now. Efforts continue to reach and rescue people in towns cut off by floodwaters. You can see the amazing video. That's not snow, rather, it's hail there in Colorado. Up to 3 inches reported in the Aurora area. Rescue teams are warning people to stay put Right now, there's no turning back. They could face weeks without just basic services. At last check, officials said at least 100 people still unaccounted for.
And looking ahead, all eyes.
Yeah, take a look at this. Maybe a little corny to some folks, but one Wisconsin family says this is the way that they wanted to do it to show their love for their favorite player in what else? A cornfield, a 10-acre maze, tribute to Green Bay wide receiver Donald Driver. You can see his face made out in some of the corn there. The farm-friendly honor from this family came because of all of his work on and off the field as well.
Well, a girl has quite a story to tell, all after this pitch right here. Take a look. You see the batter swing, and that ball goes and just bounces up and hits the ball girl in the chin. She took it all in stride. She laughed it off. She was even hanging out with the mascot there. So she said she's going to be okay, but I bet she has a pretty big bruise this morning.
A little hug from the mascot make everything better there.
She's tough.
Yeah, that took a nasty hop there. That could happen to
Yeah.
anybody. All right. I tell you what, though, this weather, finally going to get some rain that we've been
Oh
looking
boy,
for?
I hope so. You know, we've got not only one opportunity, which is tonight, but we have another opportunity on the 7th, which is Friday, for Wednesday and Thursday. Another opportunity on Friday.
All right, thanks, Stephen. We'll be tracking that breaking news on KOCO.com all morning. Thanks so much for joining us. We leave you with a live picture from Midwest City. Police there investigating a body found.
Everyone have a wonderful day. We'll have the latest for you on KOCO.com.